welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm News Jester. My name is Junior. Today we're going to look at Mattel's Masters of the Universe New Eternia Flying Fists He-Man. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't have any intentions of buying this figure. We're going to do a turnaround as I'm talking about the history in this one. Why? Because I have a lot of my He-Man already. And Flying Fists, I'm not familiar with this one, but I do already have the Battle Armor He-Man, which I thought kind of covered it. Nice renders over here. And I'm actually really loving the cartoon collection of Masters of the Universe because it's more towards the filmation style, and I have enough of these guys to cover my collection area of Masters of the Universe that lends towards the realistic type of articulation. So I wasn't really planning on getting this. So why do I have this? I have this because I was trying to get free shipping from Walmart, and my initial figure that I wanted to purchase was the Skeletor 40th anniversary, which they freakingly canceled on me. And what sucks is that, so I got the free shipping because of this one. I think this is $24 now or $22. That's the price range for the Masters of the Universe New Eternia line. And I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm kind of picky at this point, and I already have enough He-Mans. But there's something in here. And the scummy part of what Walmart did, I think, that I need to point out is they canceled the Skeletor, which is the one I wanted, but that's not the scummy part. The scummy part is that they sent this out first, and then they canceled the Skeletor a day afterwards. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if they had canceled Skeletor first, I would have canceled this one as well. Because I already have a representation of He-Man. Nothing changed. But now that I have this on hand, let's see if this will change my mind with its own capacity. By its own attributes, I should say. So it's got some accessories over here. Pardon the crinkling noise, but I'm gonna try to do this without editing and everything. So I'm just gonna talk. I'm gonna talk over it so we're not hearing so much of the crinkly, or you know what, take this chance to just lower down the volume really quickly while I take this off the packaging so you guys don't have to go through that. Here he comes now. Lower down the volume. Warned. Alright, okay, so these are the accessories. You have two fisted hands, nicely sculpted. The hinge goes in and out, but wow, this is really tight. So you're probably gonna need to loosen it up with hot water. Just dunk it in hot water, loosen it up. Very thick pegs though, so that's pretty good. I suppose this is for the back. Yes. And it's got a nice setup where you put it in and I guess bring it down to secure it. Bring it down to secure it. Bring it down to secure it. Just to let you know, I'm trying to get rid of all these boxes because I'm trying to really clean up my collection room. Give it a little bit of space. And I'm kind of desperate because something is coming, something big is coming that I need to make space for. So, and then this one, I guess this is his gun that's flying fisty. This is one of the reasons why, okay, it's an accessory. It's a huge accessory. I don't think I have enough room for how they're standing to put this up. I'm not gonna be playing with this one. This is as much play as I'll give this accessory. And then this one, I suppose, is a rotating one. It's a nice thing, but I'm too old to be playing in this manner with the toys. But it's kind of nice, speedily. But at least this one I can kind of display it on his hand, so that's pretty cool. So let's look at the figure. For one thing, what I will admit to is that this is not the first time I've gotten this head, and I really wanted this head. It's kind of, I know he's not like the handsome He-Man. This is more of a very strong featured He-Man, but and I kind of wanted it to see it on the He-Mans that I've had, but unfortunately the first one that I've gotten, this one, the wig the hair is skewed, and it just made it really god awful. Now it's properly placed, so now I know that it looks good. The face is just too stern for me for a He-Man, but the hair, the sculpting is good, the paint application is good, the sculpting detail on this lion armor is amazing. It looks like they're just basically mirror images of each other. This one is kind of good, but I would have preferred maybe a little bit more glossier finish on the armor. Nice paint application on the belt. This one's just bare plastic. This is actually kind of striking. It almost looks like actual cloth, and it's not. It's basically molded into the underwear or loincloth. Nice paint on the boots and everything. This is just too new for me. Maybe once I have this on display with the rest of my He-Man, which I can't right now because they're stacked like firewood, as I'm switching them over to a new display case. It's good, but it doesn't change my opinion that I probably could have lived without this in my display. I'm gonna replace this, so that is tough. Oh, I can't, because funnily enough, these are all just fisted ones, so that's weird. So I cannot use this on the shield because, as you can see, the arm is bare. So if I want to display him, oh, this is removable. That's interesting. So I want to display him with the shield. I can only do it with the bare arms, and I can't, which means yes, I could probably display his other arm in the armored one, but that doesn't make sense. It's too symmetrical for me. So I do want to display him with the shield on, at least, to complete his look, because obviously he doesn't have a sword on him, which is kind of almost criminal, because if I don't want to display him with this, which I don't, I would rather have had this one and at least his sword. But I do want to show you guys how it kind of looks with the setup on. I suppose that if I were displaying my multiple versions of He-Man, it would only be proper to display them with their accompanying accessories. Man, this thing is tough to put in. I probably destroyed... Oh, and this one looks like it goes into this. I should probably, as I was saying, I should probably display them with their appropriate accessories to show off what makes them special. I can see it now. It's not really that intrusive because this thing does align perfectly well with his body width, and it's only problematic here on the front. So I think actually I'm going to display him like so, which means I'm not going to be able to use this. I might be able to use this on some of the Masters of the Universe, because as you know, they've changed peg sizes from the previous ones. So this will only fit the newer Masters of the Universe figures. $24. I'm going to value this at 10. You get exactly what you paid for. And if you wanted it, then it would probably increase, but I didn't want this figure. I would say that if they had canceled Skeletor for me first, I probably would have canceled on this one. I can live without it on my collection, but it's a good rendition. It's a good enough rendition of He-Man. It's just not something that I want right now. because I feel like this is probably going to go down in value. Like this is probably going to go on sale somewhere down the line. I'll probably see this at Ross. Or I should say, I would have been willing not to pay this at full price right now, $24, and risk the fact of never getting it if there was a chance that this could be at Ross later on down the line for like $8. Because if it had been $8, then I would have bought it, and then the value would have been at 12. But right now at $24, I'm gonna say the value is at 10, bordering down to 9, because I really didn't want to get it, and I ended up getting it anyway. Yeah, I'll put the value at 9 at this point, slightly below the base value of 10. $24 is it's pretty high. It's, you know, it's kind of getting high for Masters of the Universe anyway. It's got a lot of stuff in there. It's nicely painted and everything. It's just a figure I didn't want to get in the first place, and the disappointment of losing out on the Skeletor ended up affecting the value for me in this one, because now that I see it, it's like, I'll always remember my Skeletor got canceled by Walmart. I didn't want it in the first place, and instead of the value being just equal to the base price of 10, the value would have been 10 at that point, but now it's at 9, because I'll always have that to remind me that I don't have my Skeletor because of this one. But you know, if you wanted this figure, I think you would like it. But you know what? I forgot to do the articulation, so you can go up to high in that one. This is on a sort of soft hinge, but not too soft. It's gonna break it if you force it, so you can't really rotate the head, the arm too high. I'd say that's the highest you can go, and this is just basically in the way at that point. Obviously, there's nothing on the forward on the ab because of the armor, but it does have waist rotation. There is a slight drop down on the knee, on the hip, but it still forces you out there. You got the thigh joints, tie cuts and everything, double jointed and everything, so everything is exactly as you would prefer. What is this for then? Is this for this one to put in the back? I'd rather just put it like that. Anyway, that's it for my review of Mattel's Masters of the Universe New Eternia Flying Fists He-Man. It's very, very much like, I think there was a toy this was based on, so I can see that, but it's just, I just never had that toy, so there's no nostalgic kick for me. There's a bit of a faint paint smudging over here. That's kind of too bad, and you have some paint bleed over here, but the face is well painted enough, you know. But right now, if I were to have my, well, actually I have him right here. He fell off my display unit. But look at this guy. I'm more happier seeing this, holding this, than this. And this is what, $17 now, $19? Because this one I can just play with. It's just like, and he just has that cartoon kick for me. Even though, yeah, I'm holding them side by side, and I'm feeling emotionally happier seeing this guy than this guy. That's it. That should basically tell you pretty much everything you need to know, right? Thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys again soon, and bye bye.